The Coke Zero Sugar 400 is underway.
Interesting restart, not a real tight restart. Of course, cars are going to bunch up and start to draft a little bit as they get more speed. Chase Elliott got out of that lead pretty easy. And it's real important to get that lead early. You want to lead every lap. That's the safest place to be, Jeff.
Yeah, as this race progresses, we're going to see way more aggressive restarts where people are trying to hit each other and shove each other to try to get that lead.
You say that's the safest place to be, but about right here is where Eric Almirola was out front with just less than a half a lap in the Daytona 500, and he got turned around.
That was the last lap. Anything goes on the last lap.
Different.
But the safest place to be during the entire race is going to be up in the front, and you want to work all night long to try to stay there, and that way you don't have to work to get there later. You know, if you're leading this race 100 laps to go, you're in great position.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out front.
Let's see what he does. Is he going to stay on the top or go to the bottom?
Kurt Busch dives down low. He's got to run, see where it goes. Got a big gap between him and the next car. Probably going to fizzle out on the back straightaway. Let's see it. Dillon creates a run and maybe turns left, like you said, Jeff, and tries to take that lead.
It's Kyle Busch.
He gets a little bit of quarter panel on the 42 side draft, and he's going to get help. Comes William Byron to the inside. He's got a great run up to Austin Dillon. He goes high.
Here comes the 18 of Kyle Busch. Trying to make that high line work. Austin Dillon trying to block. It's not going to work this time, though. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 out front. 3 wide as they fight for second at the end of stage 1. Stenhouse Jr. winning that stage. Green flag back in the air. And in the background, you saw Paul Menard coming off of pit road.
Real tight restart here. These guys are lined up tight on the bottom and the top. Hard to tell who's going to prevail here, Jeff. Let's see William Byron get out this lead for the first time. He's gotten a great shove from Kurt Busch. He does, it's clear. Will he be smart enough? Will he do what Keselowski does and move back and forth in front of the inside and outside line to try to keep that momentum up in his car? Or will he stay committed to that top?
Is that Tav Boyd's job? Tav Boyd, the spotter for the 24.
You know,
is he going to give him that information?
He can give him all the information he wants, but the driver's got to be able to know what to do with it. Got to have the experience to know what to do with it.
And it's a little hard as a rookie to assert yourself, right? You have to assert yourself and say, I'm going to lead this race no matter what, and that's what Williams going to have to do.
He went to the bottom. He got a good shove from the 2. I thought the 41 was going to get in his quarter panel and battle him side by side, but he went down there, got a good shove from the 2, keeps the lead.
How about riding right in the middle now? Just waiting for whichever line. Huge push. And around goes a 2. Too big of a push. He caught the 41.
The big one.
Logano's caught up in it.
Oh, my goodness.
Denny Hamlin. Austin Dillon has damage. Daniel Suarez trying to avoid. Ty Dillon sliding in. A wrecked 22 of Joey Logano sitting on the apron. A wrecked 2.
All the Penske cars right there. The one organization that everybody came here thinking they had the best shot to win, all 3 of their cars wiped out in this accident.
Ryan Blaney in the 12 sitting there in the grass. You saw the 2 of Brad Keselowski. A lot of damage to the 9 of Chase Elliott.
So many good cars. This wreck happened in the front of the field.
This is what Daytona's all about. Take out some contenders, and now this really is an opportunity race for somebody sitting out at 16, sitting out that top 16.
Denny Hamlin with big damage. Another fast car.
A big push we saw out of the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Was it too big of a push?
We'll have to take a look at the replay. Let's take a look at the replay from the 9 car first.
See all the damage to Chase Elliott.
We're getting pretty aggressive here, and Ricky was pushing him and also turning down the racetrack, and that was enough to turn the 2-car around. There's just so much happening right there, and they were coming up on Williams so fast that I believe Brad was sort of throttling down a little bit because he was going to run to the back of the 24, because you see the 24 blocking here. So Brad's probably throttling down a little bit. And Stenhouse coming across the nose.
Yeah, so right here, the 17.
Coming
Watch the
across the
17 when he gets into the rear bumper. Right there, hits him in the right rear, and that's what sends him. We talked about that earlier. That's where you want to bump draft somebody. You want to bump them in the right rear. But when you do that and the speed's wrong and it's misaligned and also he's turning left, then that literally just shoves the left rear bumper to the inside of the car and it shoots the nose straight to the wall.
18's on his quarter panel. He's going to side draft him right here in 3 and 4. Oh, my goodness.
Sideways the 18, hard into the wall. Around goes the 24 as well. William Byron sliding all the way to the inside wall. Jamie McMurray caught up as well. Kyle Larson avoiding the 18. He went way down on the apron.
Guys, I'm afraid to say it, but I think Stenhouse was involved in this one as well.
I do too.
Can't wait to see the replay so we can really dissect how this all started. I did not see these guys having an accident right there.
Denny Hamlin, before this race started yesterday, he said he expected to see a wreck fest. Well, Denny Hamlin, you were right.
As Denny is probably sitting in his bus right now watching this race.
I mean, this is crazy. We're not halfway.
And the very charismatic winner from a week ago at Chicagoland Speedway, Kyle Busch, walking away from his destroyed 18. He hit the wall hard. He comes over to talk with William Byron.
Just checking on him. Take a look at the roof cam of the 17. So he gets into the quarter panel 18. 18's trying to get down there and side draft, and the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse is not following the 24. Not following his line exactly. He's also trying to side draft. So Ricky's trying to side draft 18. 18's coming down to side draft to 24. Just a couple bad decisions there. Trying to, you got to be aggressive on the side draft, and that's what happens sometimes when there's 3 or 4 guys trying to do the same thing.
Final lap of stage 2, and now they're trying to go 2 wide. Ty Dillon in the 13 thinks otherwise. He gets back in line. Trevor Bayne still trying something in the 6.
Let's go, guys. Let's move around, make something happen.
Will anyone try to get by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as they work their way through 3 and 4, coming to the green-white checkered flag to end stage 2, and it looks as though it's going to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. sweeping the first 2 stages. Before tonight, Roush Fenway has never won a stage, and now already 2.
You saw the difference between the end of the first stage and the end of the second stage, how much more aggressive that first stage end was. And Junior, that's just less cars. There's less opportunity. It's just so much harder with this few cars on the racetrack.
I think for Ricky to save some face, he's going to have to win these 2 stages and the race. Wow.
You saw how strong Martin Truex Jr.'s car was earlier.
I couldn't believe how close Truex got to his bumper right there. He falls back a little bit.
Look at that run the 14 had, pushing to 78.
Truex ain't going to take it. Wow.
He's just going to shove the 4 a little bit farther forward.
I wonder if he didn't take it because of his teammate, or the teammate to the 4 cars behind him.
Into the wall again. This time Eric Almirola caught up. The 00 of Joey Gase and the 34, who had a great run tonight, gets caught up in it, Michael McDowell.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson as well.
The 48 of Jimmy Johnson just got back on the lead lap. Not a lot of damage to the 48, though.
We're on your way, fellas.
And a wheel rolling down the racetrack.
That thing still has the hub and everything in it. Broke off from the axle, broke off from the housing, it looks like.
See the smoke on the right front of the 48.
Yeah, you see, that's where the wheel was on Eric's car.
Almirola
completely ripped it off of the housing. Wow.
Harvick, Truex, up through the gears.
Everybody's pushing. That outside line looking a little better right now, but we got to go down in the turn here, and the shorter distance is on the bottom. They're not together, though. Truex has got the help. Erik Jones, look at Erik Jones doing such a great job pushing Martin Truex Jr. in the lead, and they come apart, but Truex is clear.
But Harvick has no help. There's nobody on the bottom to help Harvick. Now the 95 is pushing Erik Jones. Now he clears Harvick.
The run is coming from the top.
In the 95, trying to move up toward the front as well. He's going to push the 20. The 78 of Martin Truex Jr. out front. Coming out of turn 4. Once they get the white flag, the next flag will call it the 14 around. Bowyer into the wall. The caution comes out just before they get to the start-finish line.
Some big impacts.
Bain caught up, as is Bubba Wallace. Brendan Gaughan also in this.
Let's take a look at the replay, get an idea how this all started. There you see Clint Bowyer and Bubba Wallace. Clint's on the inside. Bubba's got a little tire rub there, but he's shoving and he just turns, pushing so hard. And Clint was moving around on the front bumper. And it hooked him into the wall. That's just real aggressive bunt drafting. Here's from the 43 roof cam. And he just turned him sideways there, hooked him bad.
Keep coming, keep coming.
That's just really aggressive pushing. Really aggressive bump drafting, which is what's going to happen at the end of these races.
Yeah, they got misaligned. When they got misaligned, here's Kevin Harvick.
No help yet. Keep digging here. Very, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Easy.
Erik Jones is still tight. He's still there on the quarter panel, but there's a big gap between him and Chris Buescher, and Truex is going to clear into the lead easily.
No help whatsoever for Erik Jones in the back on that restart.
Martin Truex Jr. well out in front now. All he has to do is block. But here comes Kasey Kahne to the high side. Kahne wants to take the lead away as they go down the backstretch.
Great move. Now can he clear him? Truex side drafting, trying to slow him down.
Outside line's coming, outside line's coming.
Moving to the outside, Erik Jones is going to go by Kasey Kahne.
Green rod.
Erik Jones, Martin Truex Jr. side by side for the lead.
Outside line looks more organized. Only 2 cars really down on the inside.
Coming back to the white flag. If they get it, the race is official. 2.5 miles to go at Daytona.
With only 2 cars down there, Truex is going to have to side draft so much. He's not going to get a lot of help from Kasey Kahne.
Look at this outside lane. 47's pushing a 37. That's going to get him to the 20 possibly. Here it comes. Here comes the outside lane to the 20.
Down the backstretch they go. Erik Jones in the 20. He's in front.
Cleared.
He got a big push from the 37 of Buescher. Here comes the 78 once again. Jones has never won in the Monster Energy Cup Series.
Easily blocked
The
that.
78 of Martin Truex Jr. has never won on a restrictor plate track. Coming to the Tri-Oval for the final time, Erik Jones has won at Daytona.
Listen to that emotion. Zappy.
Great job, guys. Great job, Rick. Erik, come on, baby.
Rick, it is all smiles from Erik Jones down here, picking up his first Cup Series win at Daytona. Erik, how do you feel, buddy? You did it. Congratulations. Oh, boy. How about that race, boys and girls? Huh? That was something else, man. I thought we were out of it, and then all of a sudden we're right back in it and take the lead and ran away. But wow, what an awesome race. BuyToyota.com on here, and my first Cup win, my first win at Daytona, my first Super Speedway win. What an awesome day, man. It's I'm out of breath. Too much smoke in the car from that burnout. I can barely breathe, but what an awesome finish.
Erik, the years of hard work, you came down, you got that checkered flag, all these fans on their feet. What do you want to say to them?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a lot of hard work to be here, man. I was thinking about my mom and dad right after the checker. My mom stayed home from this one. She's gonna miss my first Cup win, so hi, Mom. And my dad, man, he would have been so proud of the work we did to get here. It's just an awesome day for us.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
That's Erik Jones, your first-time winner tonight, Rick.
Said he was out of breath, but he's able to run to get the checkered flag. The 22-year-old from Byron, Michigan, Erik Jones, wins on the biggest stage at Daytona.